Right, everyone, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed all the Samurai and Ninja history in 2023, and we're looking forward to Samurai and Ninja history in 2024. Now, I'm going to talk you through a few things. Before we do that, guys, please donate to this channel. I never ask for Patreon. I never ask for anything like that. I never keep anything behind a paywall. I don't do any of those things. All I do once a year is in the 1 month I say, please can I have some donations, whatever you can spare, and in thanks for everything I do throughout the year. Now, I'm going to talk to you. If you want to stay with this video, I'm going to tell you about a really crazy email I got by a guy who thought I shouldn't have donations. I'm going to answer the questions there. And even, I sent him a voice message and he even tried to put that publicly to try and have a go. So there's a bit of drama at the end. So go to that. But if you want to support me, please support me with the pinned link at the top. Basically, PayPal me, just PayPal me, or the email address that I've put on the screen somewhere. Use that, and it will get to me. Anything is okay. Obviously, try to, just whatever. Just send whatever you can, only if you can afford it. But I hope you've enjoyed all the videos and everything. Now, just so you're aware, I spent 3 times more than I got in this year. So I've spent loads of money. So it's cost me, and I don't mind talking about money. A lot of people are like, oh, don't show your money, do all this. I am not a rich man. I am a poor man, but I just get along with doing YouTube and this. But I usually get about £2,000 in roughly per year from donations. But this year I've spent £6,000 on research. So I've spent £4,000 out of my own pocket, if not more, maybe 5, so you can enjoy YouTube. That's what it's got to. That's where we're at the minute. So of course that £4,000 comes from selling my books and everything, me going to do more research for more books. But on the whole, I have been down. I've never once made a profit from you guys at YouTube. Not once. I've always made a loss, and I do it so I can keep doing this stuff. So there we go. Now I'll get to that towards the end, but so what have we done this year? Now I have been working with the mighty Shogunate, Nick from the Shogunate. We've also had Scott from Sengoku Studies, and we've also had Stephen Nojiri. And if you don't remember, or you don't know, Stephen Nojiri printed this, Samurai Traditions of the Tadagenji. I'm going to read this over 2024, and I'm going to give you my opinion. And of course, we had the publication of Alex's stuff with his Unraveling the Chords, which again, I'm going to read over 2024 and make videos about and do that. So that's all coming. I myself have published this, which was the ultimate unofficial guide to Tolkien's world. I know that's not for you guys, but I hope you, even if you like it a bit, get it, do it. It's on Audible now. So I finally got it on Audible, and in this year we got out the Book of Ninja on Audible as well. I travelled to Japan and found the Takeda collection, which you guys all saw, which cost a lot of money to go and do, and the Mubyosha Ryu Head of the Family. Got that sorted, travelled back. I travelled to a secret location in the world to translate or help translate with and interpret the Yagyu scrolls. I then flew to Spain on my own cost to film the Yagyu thing. The European Bugei Society charged me nothing. They charged me nothing for editing. Rebecca did it all for editing, all for free, no problem on that. But then I also had to pay to go to Canada. I was on the History Channel, and unfortunately they don't pay you, they just cover some costs, but it isn't enough. So I paid to go there to be on the History Channel. So I've flown to Canada, I've flown to Japan, I've flown to Spain, I flew to somewhere else, and as a holiday I flew to Mauritius, but that was paid for, not by me, by the in-laws, which was wonderful. So it's been a busy year, and we found possibly one of the only ninja tools left in existence, which I'll do a video about soon and all that. But on the whole, we've had a good year. Now, the main thing I'd like to talk about is the video series. We've called it Japanese history in Japan or whatever in 2023, and we're going to do that for 2024. Now, the Shogunate, Scott and Nojiri and myself have basically done that, and we've had thousands and thousands of views. The Shogunate's had hundreds of thousands of views. I've had thousands of views, and in the tens of thousands. And Scott and Stephen have probably had hundreds. And it doesn't matter if you're only in the hundreds or the low thousands, up to the 100,000. You imagine 1,000 people in a room watching that information. So Scott and Stephen have had at least 500 people watching what they've got to say, and that's 500 individuals making a mark. And we did that because I put together the idea and said, come on guys, let's be, and I like to be a kingpin in the middle, come on guys, let's get together, we can all do it, let's all have a go. And we have produced some great stuff, and with the blessings of the universe, we're going to do it again this year. And but we're going to focus this time a bit more fluid, because last time we had a set thing every month and it got a bit confusing, because some months I didn't have time to research, some months I had more than enough time, but it was on a subject I already knew, so I didn't need to research, so it got a bit, you know, a bit all over the place. So this year we're going to do samurai weapons as a blanket term, and one a month. So you're getting one a month from me, and hopefully some from the Shogunate and all that. Now the Shogunate has to be careful because he's got a big channel, and he's got to be careful about his, you know, the algorithms and all that. So, you know, he's got to be careful of what he posts, minutes, lengths and all that. So he sometimes can't do it, and he's sometimes busy, but we're very thankful for what he does. And going from there. So thank you to those guys, and we're going to do more of that this year. And of course this year we got the Yagyu Shinkage Ryu translated and done. Amazing. So it's taken 2 years. I wanted to get it out. I was working on a ninja documentary to be out. Excuse the breath. I've come into the other caravan and it's minus outside, and we've not heated this one today, but I've got the correct background. So basically, I forgot where I was. I've just forgotten where I was. So the Yagyu, so it's taken 2 years. I've had multiple translators on it. We've had multiple people on it, and it's the first step to understanding the reality of samurai teachings. I've opened a channel called Samurai Martial Arts Real Training at Samurai Combatives. Now I go and subscribe to this. It's I'll put similar stuff on each channel, but that's going to be just action only. And I want the word SMART, Samurai Martial Arts Real Training, to sort of become like the word HEMA. People say HEMA, well, you say, oh, I do samurai stuff, I do SMART, stuff like that. So it's something I came up with a couple of years ago, but I've been holding on to it, and we're going to start it now. So the main reason I've been holding on to it is I don't have a dojo, I don't have anywhere to do it, so I'm going to have to go hire some halls, which is why I need money off you guys. I'm going to have to go hire the halls, do the stuff, put it out there. And I am going to be mixing channels, but on this channel you get chatting, this, debate, arguing. There you're just going to get, do this, do that. No, video number 1, number 2, number 3, and we'll just keep going. And so you can always go back and have a go and keep practicing without having to go through all my videos and check them. So do subscribe to Samurai Combatives, or SMART, Samurai Martial Arts Real Training, in the style or essence of HEMA. So the weird thing, so I got a message on one of my Facebook groups. I'm not on Facebook, but it's run by my admins, and it said Anthony Cummins has asked for donations. This is terrible. Why should we give him money? And they just banned him outright. So he came and emailed me. So I messaged him, and very politely I said, well, actually, this is what I do. We do that. I'm going to Japan. And he tried to twist all my words and said, can I use your voice message to show the people, like, basically what an evil person I am. Go ahead. I've said nothing in there that I don't hide these things. When it comes to money, you can know. So basically, he said, Stephen Turnbull doesn't ask for money, and all these people, and why should we give it to Anthony? Well, the simple fact is, people like Stephen Turnbull he's now retired, but supported as doctor lecturers by full-on British universities. So he's going to be on about £40,000 a year, maybe $50,000 a year. So he doesn't really need to ask you for any money. I'm an independent. I put my team together. I pay my team. They are a full-time work. We can't afford to pay everyone. Basically, in short, sorry about the light. The sun has just gone mental. Basically, we can't afford to pay everyone full-time wages. It's not the 1980s. Stephen Hayes got a ton of money because it was 1980s. If I'd have done all this in the 1980s, I'd have been a wealthy, wealthy man. But I didn't. So that guy saying, oh, why should we pay Anthony? Well, the simple fact is, I've spent £700 on the fake Ninja Scroll. It's not a fake, it's just, it was written in the 1950s and it's going to go in my collection. I've spent a couple of £100 on a Mubyosha Ryu scroll, yeah? I flew to a specific location to do a weekend, taking meals out, going to restaurants and all this with a translator to get the swordsmanship correct. I then went out to fly that person to Spain, yeah, to do that. Already we're at about £3,000, okay, and I only got 2,000 in. So already we're at 3,000. So I'm well into £1,000 of my own money. Then of course go to Japan on Save My Own Money and all that and everything, which should be donations. Japan trips, research trips should all be based on donations. It's because I'm videoing it for you, showing it for you. And I've basically gone through and spent and spent and spent. And I've got obviously postage, sending books, doing this, getting ink, getting printer stuff, getting it all sorted, paying the odd editor here and there. And it's come to about £6,000 out of my own money. And I am not a rich man, I'm a poor man. So that was, and they were complaining that I should do it, I shouldn't ask for money, and I shouldn't do that. I have no Patreon, no nothing. I just survive as an independent, and I ask for any, if you've enjoyed my year's work, just to put a bit of money in. So if you can, put a bit of money in. And I was really disappointed that that person, there's some weird people in this world, and it turned around and was like, you shouldn't give you money because Stephen Turnbull doesn't ask for money. You're like, yeah, but no university is paying me a lecturer's fees to sit around and chat to you guys. And Stephen Turnbull don't put any videos up or give you any information. You have to buy his books, and the university have already paid him for his time. So the guy who said that is a total idiot, to be honest. And I really, really found that to be the most bizarre logic. If I was getting your money in and spending it on stuff and buying, you know, whatever people buy with money, I don't have things to, but you know what I mean, whatever I'd understand, but I'm not. It's all gone back into YouTube. It's all gone back into you guys seeing it. It's all gone back into scrolls and everything, and it's mostly come out of my money. So I have paid £4,000 this year to entertain you on YouTube. I hope you enjoy. Because from YouTube, I am not a big channel. I've spoken to big channels, and some of them are earning $3,000 and $4,000, $5,000 a month. I'm earning, okay, about $150 a month. Okay, so it's nowhere near. It's like a day's wage, you know. So I'm actually getting roughly a low level 1 month's wage from all of the year, roughly. You know, from that I'm getting not much. So a basic wage for 1 month or half a month, something around there for that. So I don't get a lot. If my channel was big and we were getting money in, I'd probably be easier, and I'd be easier up on the donations, but we don't, guys. So if you've enjoyed my channel and you've enjoyed this, just donate. It helps me, and we'll do another year. And I hope you're going to stick with me in 2024. For those people who are Natori Ryu students, you'll notice that every week now you have what's called Tanren training, which is a mission for you to do every week. It's taken from Natori Ryu teachings or from associated teachings, and you've got to go away and do it and post it on the hub. So if you're interested, you can go on Natori Ryu hub and join, and you can become a member and get my weekly training updates, or you can subscribe to my newsletter, which I don't butcher you with. I send 2 or 3 a year, and that you can see the button on my website, which many people don't notice, and you can just go and subscribe. I hope you enjoy it, guys. Get yourself a copy of Tolkien, get yourself a copy of Stephen Nojiri's book, get yourself a copy of Alex Alera's book, and sorry about the sunlight, but we're at the end of the day, at the end of the week. This is the wrap up of the end of last year. Good luck for the next year, everyone. Stay healthy, stay safe, keep training. Stop being, if you're an idiot, stop it. We're all here to learn. We're all here to have fun. We're all here to have a nice time. Especially Koryu people. Stop it. You are the worst example of nice mind training, which me and Stephen Nojiri are going to go into. Be nice to each other. You can disagree, but disagree nicely. Right, I'm going to run before this sun. Look at me, run before the sun. Okay, guys, see you later.